Falcon ready for power tour. We're putting in this sticky foam insulation to keep some sound down. Ordered a bigger fan. That way the radiator stays cool. Got some cup holders, because you know you need drinks on the road. And then just in case the Falcon gets a little too hot, I bought this universal windshield washer sprayer. Last resort, I can at least spray this before the thing overheats. I also got this big box of kill mat, just sound deadening. I ordered 50 square feet of this. This is gonna line the inside of the Falcon. And then I'm gonna take this foam back stuff and lay over the top of that to try to double down on some of the sound and heat. Also, I need to finish fixing the floor on the driver's side, so I'm gonna seam seal it so no water sprays in my face anymore. And then, obviously, spray paint it, that way it doesn't rust again. But before I do that, I actually need to move the shifter, because the shifter's kind of, you know, rigged up there right now. So I'm actually taking a shifter that I got from another transmission and hopefully going to adapt it to the 277. All right. So this transmission is what they call a 303. It is the bigger transmission. It's fully synchroed. It's bigger than the 277, and the 277 doesn't have synchros in first or reverse, only in second and third. So this transmission is actually a better transmission, but it doesn't fit the bell housing of the small Ford bolt pattern. What I'm gonna do is take the shifter off, because the shifter actually has the same embossings as the 277. Actually, let me grab the tail shaft. So here's the tail shaft of a 277. Visibly smaller, actually just a little bit longer, but as far as the diameter, it's a little bit smaller. But you'll notice that this shifter is bolted into the tail shaft, and this tail shaft does not have the embossings for the shifter. That's because this would have been a column shift 3-speed. Now you can try to find a very rare floor speed shift 277s, but they're just super rare. So what I'm going to do is try to adapt this shifter onto this tail housing, and then ultimately onto the Falcon. This shifter is going to do two things for me. One, it's going to be a whole lot less ghetto than the shifter I have on it right now. But also it's going to move the shifter back from the back of the case to the back of the tail housing, which is going to give it a little bit better reach for while I'm driving. This has actually got the reverse 1, 2, 3, and actually mine is flipped around right now. Mine's first, reverse, second, third. What do you think? Half? Someone definitely rebuilt this transmission with the old spray paint job. This will also tighten up my shifter a lot. There we go. Oh, goodbye. You guys might have noticed something. You know, that the quality of the video and audio is a little better. Hopefully. Here's my brilliant idea. Okay, this is looking extremely promising. I took the shift levers off the 303 and put them on my spare 277. Surprisingly, those fit, so those are probably the same part. I don't know. I got the pins in it, linkages, and this is where it kind of falls. You can see where it's not exactly in neutral on the levers right here, but that's okay. I can adjust them out of here on this end. Now what I want to do is get these exhaust clamps kind of in the area. So if we do them right here, and then I'll have to move this one about where. Okay. Okay, that's pretty straight. Okay. That looks pretty close. What I'm going to do is make a plate, tap it, and then just bolt it through there. It should be good to go. And then watch me do all this work and it not fit under the car. what I expected. Make it about the same size. We'll give this one an inch and a half. Slight triangle. I like it. Nothing screams perfection like a cardboard cutout. Now I can do two things here. I can drill it and tap it for those holes, or I can drill it and weld a nut on the other side. What shall I do? Realistically, I think I'm gonna just drill it and weld a nut. Okay. See if I got the holes right. Oh yeah, I'll have to cut those short. I call that a success. Well, let me tell you what, that was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to end up being. The shifter's in. It works great. Drove the car around at like 11 o'clock last night. But, yeah, it's in a way better position to reach it. Now I just got to finish the floor, weld it completely up, and I'm eventually going to have to remake the cross member just because I had to cut most of it out. So it's not the most stable, but it'll last for power tour. I gotta cut that weld back out and pull the whole floor up, and then get rid of this piece and reshape the tunnel. Go ahead and start on this kill mat. So comes in these little squares. I guess I'll just start laying them out and cutting patterns. Now this kill mat is pretty cool stuff. Like any sound deadener, it doesn't actually take the sound away. It actually just changes the tone from a tin sound to a thud, and reduces some heat transfer, but not all of it. And that's why I'm doing a foam layer and putting the carpet back in it. And it's pretty easy to install. You can see that I'm just peeling the stick away stuff off the back and just rolling it on with my hands and a roller. And then the spots that I need to kind of pull and stretch it, I'm just using a razor blade to cut it. Pretty easy stuff to install. Just make sure the surface is clean so it'll stick. One thing I like about this stuff is it's actually butyl-based material, not tar. That way you don't get that smell and that sticky residue, if you try to ever take it back off, it actually comes off a little bit easier than tar-based stuff. Guess who's here with his LTD?
Hey now.
Ready for power tour?
No. Getting ready.
You just repacking bearings?
Yeah. Inspecting the hubs.
Look at this beauty though. No bolts in the ball joint.
Probably wouldn't put my arm underneath that.
And you drove it 200 miles here?
I mean, it really didn't feel bad. It'd probably be fine. This is the reason why you inspect your stuff before you go out.
Got tools, oil.
There's a lot of oil.
What do you think the probability of trouble is?
Something's definitely going to break down. But the likelihood of we'll be able to fix on the side of the road, I think, is pretty high. You know, if not, we have 2 cars. We can go figure it out.
Dude! The retro cool. How do you get this thing out of here? Jeez. I'm not opening the door. Oh, look at that! Dude, matches the heat waves. I'm glad we're obnoxious.
I'll save some for you.
All right, I'll go work on my car. Hey, chicken. If you poop again, I will end your life. Come on. Get out. Get out. Go. Go. Leave. You pooped. Leave. Next thing to do is get this little fan off, and I'm gonna put a 12-inch fan on it. So this is what I had before, this little transcooler fan that I had for my radiator. And this is what I'm putting in there. So you can see, I need to cut this little brace out that I installed. You want me to cut through the radiator?
I don't see why you shouldn't.
Perfectly. Look at that. I'll probably put it to the side because
Well, for style points.
style and function. Don't mind the shotgun size hole for the trans tunnel, but the carpet's in my little igloo cooler with my cup holder blasted in there.
Well, when you show the backside of the blast, it almost looks professional on this side.
Ooh-wee. Hey, temporarily permanent. So the last couple things you need to do, Kyle's car is ready. I need to check wheel bearings and change oil.
Jeez Louise.
It's been on there a minute.
You're like crushing the back half of the filter trying to spin it off.
Now if you're gonna neglect your cars, the Wix filter's the way to go. Alright, so I got this cheap inverter to charge the phone and GoPro and stuff for power tour, but I don't have a cigarette lighter, so we will hardwire this together. So that's power. What should we do? Wet connector?
Yeah, make it permanent.
So this is going to be power. Yeah, I will say it looks a lot better in here with the carpet back in it. Oh, I'm an idiot.
I'm glad it's on video.
You getting this?
Yeah, I haven't stopped rolling yet.
What a hack. So good and tasty.
Not that I'm timing you on this installation, but we're coming up on 7 minutes. And you said this would be a 5-minute job.
Look, I have ADHD or something, so time is relevant.
Okay, Albert Einstein.
Oh, I'm gonna spill this.
And I got it on camera.
Nothing but the finest. 1040 weight.
You know, the real YouTube professionals, they do a pour about 3 feet away into that funnel. There you go. Get a little bit more angle on that dangle. Oh, there it goes.
Oh yeah, right on full. That's some clear oil. I ain't seen that clear of oil since before the pandemic, you know? Last thing we need to put on the Falcon. Good old splitter.
Not pretty.
This is the DEFCON 5 button. Go ahead and hit it. Oh yeah. That works beautifully. Dude, this is a traveling machine.
Let me throttle it down for you. There you go. I think we're ready.
It's about as ready as we'll ever be.
Hell yeah.
So what's your predictions on Power Tour for us?
7 breakdowns. 7 damn she's bad. 0 girls talk to.
Wow. I like the optimism. So we haven't really got the breakdown on the LTD here, Kyle. Why don't you go around it?
Well, I guess we'll start with the walk around because what's underneath the hood's the only interesting part. But what we have here is a combination of a 69 and a 70 LTD, Galaxy, whatever you want to call it. It is the fun model. It's got some of my favorite features, which is the flying buttress back here, like a 68, 69 Dodge Charger. It does have a trailer hitch, you know, tow rig. Almost too hard at it. Most importantly, it does have great bodywork. It is a pillarless coupe though, so you roll down both windows, there ain't no B-pillar, so that's for safety. Hey now, it is a 4-speed.
I like the gold wheel.
Yeah, I wonder where I got the inspiration for that from.
You executed yours a little better. It's got the horn button.
For the shortcomings of the body of the car, it's made up underneath the hood. It's got a 1969 Ford 429 high compression motor in here. And it does have air conditioning, most importantly. It's got the Hyper Spark, so ignition controls taken care of.
Sweet.
Does better than 10 miles to the gallon.
So I guess that's pretty much it. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Yep. I bet I'm born ready. Tomorrow can't come fast enough.
Yeah, we're gonna put some tools in the cars and put our clothes in there and get an hour of sleep, hopefully.
I don't even think we're gonna get that much.
And head on out. It's gonna be good.
Yes,
It's
sir.
gonna be probably a total of 2,000 miles for us.
I mean, I'm already 200 miles into it, so.
All right, see y'all. Thanks for watching. We'll be out there.